Hi there. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We've got a trial, and, knowing how other things go, there's probably going to be some tribulations as well. But, just go for it, Like, who gives a fuck? It's 23rd of February, 9:23 a.m. Like, man, I'm not getting up 9 in the morning, go to the court. Can they just have fucking trials in, like, the afternoon? Anyway. Oh god, hi Suzuki. You doing okay? I'm not sure if we need that close-up zoom of his face. Everything, you good? Oh, I guess not. Okay, I guess he was just vibing. This is it then, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, it's time to put an end to this now. To the miserable curse that has been plaguing Mr. Natsume. To everything. And, in my own small way, I shall do everything I can to help you. Hey, it ain't small, trust me. Like Ryunosuke says, you really are the best judicial assistant in the world. I always appreciate your help, Mrs. Otto. Suffering Suzuki selfishly sidelined. You good? I guess you weren't good. Ah, good morning to you too, Mr. Natsume. Good morning, locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Listen to you two, chatting away happily as if the main player of today's trial isn't here. Well, it kind of looked like you were vibing, so, we didn't want to disturb you. Why would you do that? Why? Oh, dear. We didn't mean to cause offense, Mr. Natsume. I thought perhaps that because you had your eyes shut so tightly that you were meditating, finding inner calm. It seemed wrong to disturb you. I was waiting. What's the matter, Mr. Natsume? You seem different somehow today. Oh, why naturally. That's because I've attained spiritual enlightenment, is what I would say. The path of literature, you see, is a journey to discover one's own death. That's a little over melodramatic, don't you think? Or passive-aggressive, Or such like. That's the sort of morning conversation I was hoping for. That's why I had my eyes shut. I missed the signs, I'm afraid. Somehow. You'll have to forgive me. And he mustn't talk of your path leading you to death, Mr. Natsume. That was just an example! Oh, yes. There it is, inner calm. You barely came to see me at all yesterday. I mean, we talked a little about the curse and stuff. Plus, we were kind of busy with other stuff, I was sure you'd abandon me and return to our beautiful, long-lost homeland. We've not even been in Great Britain a week yet. Yes, well, anyway. I intend to set everything straight in court today. I'm determined to uncover the truth. I've actually reached an important decision myself. Oh? What sort of decision? I shall fill you in after the trial. Alright. I feel like you'd want to tell me now, in case, things go south and we don't really have an opportunity to talk, if you know what I'm saying, pal. It would seem Mr. Sholmes isn't coming today after all. It's a very clever message, I think. My dear fellows, you must win this battle on your own merits. It's a very clear message, I think. That he overslept again. The great detective, my arch-nemesis. Long may he stay away, if you ask me. Defendant, and your legal resistance, The trial is about to begin. Make your way to the courtroom immediately. Alright. I guess it's time to get this shindig underway. Today, once again, we face the Reaper. Dude, it's like the Blue Oyster Cult song. We don't fear the Reaper. And when the Reaper stands for the prosecution, the defendant's fate is sealed. But I don't believe in that legend any more than I believe in Soseki-san's curse. Curse. The truth is hidden here somewhere, and I won't let it escape me. I have to keep believing in my client, and keep fighting to the very end. That's all. All. "9:40 a.m. The Old Bailey." Jeez, what happened to the New Bailey? When the name of Her Majesty is acquired, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I call upon the counsel for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is ready. Actually, I'm not ready at all. Can we just call this trial off, you know? Let Soseki-san go free, and we just, go have, martinis together at the local pub? I mean, that sounds pretty lit to me. No? Fine. Yes, the defense is ready. Very good. And now I call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury, chosen by lot to represent the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to proceed? Okay, you weren't chosen by lot. You were chosen by the fact that you were the jurors for the last trial. Absolutely. Justice will be done. You mark my words. Oh, I feel obliged to say, I feel especially ruthless on days when my hat is sitting just right. Oh, well, yeah, you're as lovely as ever. Oh, well, I wonder if you could adjust my hat for me. And please, be as ruthless as you like. Jeez, don't come on to the fucking other jurors while we're in the middle of court. Thieves deserve to die, if you ask me. Especially gas thieves. I've no sympathy for the man at all. Jeez, that's a little harsh, don't you think, Lady Altamont? Yeah, look, I said it yesterday and I'll say it again now. I don't have time for this. I've got my own problems. Oh, may the Lord show us all the light here, and lead his flock to a righteous verdict again today. Now, Van Dykes, what can you tell us? The prosecution's report, please, for the court. In relation to the verdict founded by the defense yesterday, regarding the defendant here. Oh yeah, the tea. Spill the tea, sis! I want to know. So he does have the results. Before the prosecution delivers the black news about the black tea belonging to the blackguard in the dock. Jeez, you want to find more ways to say black? Pray, allow me a moment to savor a liquid of a more sanguine hue. In fact, I'll defer to the good detective for the report. Here's to you, Inspector. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. As indicated by the defense, we found a bar of soap just outside the victim's window in the snow. And there was indeed a frozen, reddish liquid and a little depression on the top of it. Yes, that's the tea! Spill it! That's what Mr. Natsume brought with him that night. Well, the brains of the yard analyzed it, and, yes, you're right. It was tea. And there wasn't a trace of strychnine or any other toxic substance in it. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it from the start, okay? I knew that shit wasn't no fucking poison. They couldn't... If they couldn't analyze the tea, how could they say there was poison in it in the first place, you know? No poison at all. In other words, the tea that the defendant brought with him to the victim's room is innocent. It's in the clear. What a revelation! Bah! As I suspected. This makes it quite clear. The defendant, Mr. Sasaki Natsume, is blameless here, as I was gonna fucking say. My learned friend is jumping to conclusions again. A typical Nipponese reaction. What? Yes, it's true. No poison was found and a few drops of liquid recovered from the soap on the window ledge. But what logic is that? Would you take a drop from the Thames and conclude that the water in the ocean isn't salty? I'm pretty sure the Thames is that a freshwater river? I mean, yeah. If you were taking water from a freshwater river, you wouldn't assume that the ocean water is salty. But it was the victim's tea. The tea. Come on, it's all about the tea, sis. My word, the water in the ocean is extremely salty, Counsel. But like I said, is it a freshwater river? Is what I want to know. Exactly. Unfit for drinking. Just as the victim's tea was on the night in question, as the court has already heard. Bitter was the precise words from the lips of Mr. William Shamspeare. I mean, tea in general is pretty bitter. It depends on the variant, but generally, yeah, it's pretty bitter until you put sugar in it. So I feel like that doesn't have to relate to poison exactly. Whom the prosecution now calls back to the stand. Very well. I will uphold the prosecution's request. Mr. Shamspeare, the gas thief. Yes, it sounds like we're going to have another confrontation with our theatrical friend. Oh boy. A bailiff. Show Mr. Shamspeare to the stand. Howdy. Oh, I guess the River Thames depends on, you know, what part of the river, because it's pretty long, so, you know, it gets more brackish as you get closer to the ocean coast. So I guess the levels of salt would vary depending on where you were taking it from, which I guess relates to his point about the tea. But still, you know, the whole point of I mean, imagine, you know, poison, if you mix it in with tea, it gets mixed in all together. You know, imagine, you can't just have poison in like one part of the tea. You know, it's you know, it's throughout. I would suggest. I feel like he's Van Zykes is grasping for straws. You know, that's just my professional opinion anyway. Mr. William Shamspeare, the victim of this despicable crime. Oh heaven! Oh hell! Do you command me to remember? Forsooth, 'twas I, Shamspeare, who did have a bellyful of the foul fluid given in mine innocence. Yes, but as was revealed in yesterday's proceedings, the witness is not as innocent as we had perhaps first been led to believe. By using bars of soap such as this, he has been stealing gas from the supply company. Yes. One may smile and be a villain. Dude, you said that last time, too. Forsooth, 'twas I, Shamspeare, did have a spoonful of the sweet fuel given. Yeah, that's right. Fellow jurors, don't forget, this man is a rotten thief. I haven't forgotten. Kept on out about the ice coin's a tiny secret, didn't you? Should have opened up sooner. Arrest him, I say. Arrest him at once, and let him feel the sting in my tail. I mean, you're not actually a bee, you know. Oh, indeed. By dint of vile and cowardly means have I plotted to further mine own ends. I confess. Thou wouldst not pardon my sins, of that I am sure. Man, you have a lot of poses. If you acknowledge your wrongdoing, what exactly are you doing here? Cowards die many times before their deaths. I feel like I've heard that quote before. And for a coward such as I, death be well deserved. But would it that a still greater crime passeth unpunished? For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman farther east than Verona did contrive to poison me. And look at the little cake flowing about.
Objection!
But there was no poison in the tea found in your room. The police have attested to that. What the defense will assert as an inconsistency will quickly be cleared up by the witness's testimony. Is that not so, Mr. Shamspeare? Verily, my liege, I would most gladly speak. Very well. Let the witness testify to explain this inconsistency. Tell the court why it is that poison apparently entered your body, though none was found in the tea. The tea inconsistency. Wow, I can't believe you're spilling the tea about the tea, sis. The Japanese man did come to my chamber with tea brewed in a pot. 'Twas in my cup alone that the wicked miscreant secretly poured his wicked poison. Whilst feigning distraction in our debate, ne'er did a drop of his own drink pass his lips. When he departed by and by, I did use the tea that remained in his cup to make my coins of ice. Thus, 'tis no surprise if poison be not found in the tea that I did pour to the moulds of soap. Oh, I see. The poison was slipped into the cup after the tea was poured. Sorry. The poison was slipped into the cup after the tea had been poured. The normal way for poison to be administered, in my experience... Oh, so you have a lot of experience poisoning people. Is that what you're fucking saying, Van Zykes? But otherwise, it would be disastrous if the poisoner were to mix up the cups, for instance. Oh yeah, like in the Princess Bride. But no poison bottle was found at the scene. Because, quite simply, the Nipponese took the bottle back to his own room. Well, why haven't you examined his fucking room then, okay? Well, I've said this before, I feel like a broken fucking record. But just fucking... examine his room. If you're gonna investigate Shamspeare's room, you might as well check out Natsume's. He's the fucking, suspect here. Come on. The absence of a vessel containing the poison only becomes problematic when considering suicide. Ugh, I knew that. By now, it should be perfectly clear. A bar or two of cheap soap is wholly insufficient to wash the deep stains of guilt from the accused's hands. Sirs, madams, 'tis true that I, Shamspeare, be a common thief of gas. But, listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Wherefore would I lie? Verily, I have no cause. I have naught to lose. Well, I do declare. Thank you for your testimony, witness. Counsel, proceed with the cross-examination. But in my cup alone, the wicked miscreant secretly poured his wicked poison. I know, I'm gonna try and get a feel for what he's getting at here. While feigning distraction in our debate, ne'er did a drop of his own drink pass his lips. When he departed by and by, I did use the tea that remained in his cup to make my coins of ice. Thus 'tis no surprise that poison be not found in the tea that I did pour into the molds of soap. So I guess he's saying that he drank his soap, or drank his tea rather, separately, but he used the poison from, he used the tea from the other cups to he used the tea from Natsume's cup to you know, to make his ice coins. So that's what he's saying anyway. I'm not really sure what you would do to counter that argument.
Hold it!
Let's see. I understand that you are already acquainted with Mr. Natsume. Is that correct? I know thee not, old man. Methinks... Are you... That fated evening after I did dine, at Grubb's Gubbery, a local alehouse of good report, naught did pass my lips but the tainted black tea. But behold, the poison was not in the tea at first. Are you saying that you saw the moment when the poison was added to your tea? To have witnessed the act and then drank the tea, thou dost describe the actions of a fool. Quite so, quite so. But no one likes going thirsty, do they? Sooner would I die quenched than parched, would I have had the choice. Actually, on the night in question, the water main was frozen, I believe, wasn't it? Were it not for the tea, in sooth, I would sooner have died frozen than quenched or parched. Right. No ice coins means no heating. The witness had more than one brush with death on the night in question, it would seem. Remind the court, Mr. Shamspeare, as to whether the accused drank any of the tea which he brought with him. With the greatest of pleasure, my liege. Whilst feigning distraction in our debate, neither did a drop of his own drink pass his lips.
Hold it!
But the teacup Mr. Natsume drank from was found completely empty at the scene. And let's not forget the defendant's maxim. Drink tea while it's hot. I did go for the poisoned cup that night, and in my agony did I writhe uncontrolled. In fits of pain, I did knock the fellow's cup and its contents spilt as blood from a gaping wound, methinks. Though certainly, 'twas after I had made the coins of ice from his tea. And of said cup was found on the table and the victim was slumped over. There is no contradiction here. Yeah, I guess so. The cup was found over. Well, was found knocked over, it looked like. So I guess we can't prove that Suzeki didn't drink from the tea. But still, something about this statement is troubling me. Yes, of course, I know what it is. It's Mr. Natsume's wise drink tea while it's hot maxim, isn't it? No, I'm not sure that's it. Thank you, witness. Now reiterate for the court what it is that occupied you after your guests had left and before you drank your tea. Well, when he departed by and by, I did use the tea that remained in his cup to make my coins of ice.
Hold it!
Let's see. Yes. So that you could cheat the gas company, in fact. Isn't that right? To cheat or to die. 'Tis life's only choice. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're, again, I get where you're coming from, at least. Like, if you're so poor, like, because I keep reiterating how poor this guy is, you know, if it's like freezing to death, or, you know, not, I mean, I can't exactly hold it against him, you know? Anyway, also, sorry about before, I got kind of interrupted a bit, so I was trying to, like, well, I didn't want to stop recording, obviously, but, you know. But we should be good now. Yes. Faith, to cheat be the wise choice, and mine occupation be not an ugly one. Prithee, dost thou not see beauty in the simplicity of the ruse? I mean, yeah, I mean, personally, yeah, I think it's a pretty clever little scheme you had going on. No, I don't. And be very sure, sir, once this trial is over, Altamont Gas will take you to task over this. Legal task. I shall not run. I shall not hide. Sooth to say, I have nowhere to run, nor to hide. But my lady, what wouldst thou with this pitiful player? Oh, I'll tell you what I'd like to do with you, starting with a shoddy shirt on your back. time for a Shamspeare Dance? Yeah, I mean, when push comes to shove, you can always rely on a Shamspeare Dance. What a harsh world we live in.
The thieving of the gas was addressed in yesterday's proceedings. The prosecution calls on the defense not to muddy the waters with irrelevancy.
Consider that a warning, counsel. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Why am I the one in trouble here?
Mr. Shamspeare, after the accuser returned to his own lodgings, you used his tea to make your coins. Is that correct?
To cheat or to die, I did make my choice many moons ago. Thus no surprise that poison be not found in the tea that I did pour into the molds of soap. If, having first made your special coins, it was after 2 in the morning when you collapsed, that would mean you can't have drunk any tea yourself until around that time. Once ensnared by literary debate, naught else could be found in the furrows of the mind. The debate about Romeo and Juliet, you mean, and who was the stronger of the two. Rightly did I pay no heed to the tea as I wrestled with the abominable fellow. I don't remember debates like that when I was studying.
Are you suggesting that neither of you actually drank the tea whilst it was hot that evening?
My lord, wouldst thou be privy to some Shamspearean wisdom? Husband, wife, and tea, ought I tebit be. Ah, yes, so very true. Everyone has different preferences when it comes to tea. Yeah, again, I've heard of that, but I've never heard of I never heard of people liking, lukewarm tea. Like, you either like your iced tea, or you like your hot tea. I've never heard of fucking like, oh, I want my room temperature tea, please. I think you might have interpreted that wrongly. So it's been proven that there was no poison in Tozeki-san's tea. That should be hugely in our favor. The atmosphere in this courtroom today... It feels as though everybody is against us, Mr. Naruhodo. It must be the Reaper's poison. I'm afraid that if we don't find a significant flaw in this testimony somewhere, the jury will pounce and find Mr. Natsume guilty. It really feels like we've jumped into the fire here. Yeah, seems like it. I can't believe that fucking Van Zykes motherfucker was able to weasel his way into, like, being... Because we found that there was no tea, or no poison in the tea, yet he was still able to make us look bad. Or, make Natsume look bad, and make us look bad by association. But still. How frustrating. But anyway, sorry about that interruption, though. For now, though, I will figure out where exactly the contradiction may lie in the next episode. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure. Like, this all sounds pretty legit to me. From what I've gathered, anyway. But there's gotta be contradiction somewhere, or else, it's the end of the trial, and that's not how these games normally work. So yeah, next time we will delve further into this experience, and see where it takes us. This Shamspearean experience, if you will. But until then, I'll see you around.